fear coming into the topic. Stepping into one's power and acknowledging how powerful you are. So you have the capacity and a knowledge and an understanding to a certain extent that you can do whatever you want if you disregard everything else. And when you disregard everything else and you stand there in your power and you can say, I am all powerful. I am in charge of me. Do you still do what you want? And when you do not do what you want, what are the consequences? Is there anyone to blame? Are you still running victim mode, victim mentality? Where are you at? They told you to stop feeding your fears. Do not be afraid, do not be afraid, do not be afraid. Stop feeding your fears. So we run a new mantra, I am not afraid, I am not afraid, I am not afraid. The language is still laced with negativity. It still says fear. Because I am facing my fear. It's bold and it's brave. I am facing my fear. I am facing my fear. It is bold. It is brave. You are facing fear. Who's behind you? What is shoving you forward to do that? And do you have enough energy to keep helping push the line to overcome the fear? Do you allow yourself to release the mantra over fear? Release it completely. It does not exist. There is nothing around that word. F-ear. What does that mean? F-ear. Never heard of that before. F-ear. Fiar? Fiar? Nope. I don't know that one. Nope. Fae-ar. Oh, I know the Fae. Yeah, I know who the Fae are. But I don't know fear. I don't want to accept that in my life. And so to truly change the mantra, to truly change the script is to no longer even facilitate that word in your vocabulary. Do you poison the water? Do you dirty the well? Because then if you want to drink from it, you have to keep knowledge that it's there and clear it. So take the poison out of the well. Don't let it dip in your tongue. It doesn't exist. Believe not for what is not. My mantra for myself, for you, for all, to believe in the power of overcoming is to look into what you want, to see for yourself where you want to go, and say, holy shit, I am not afraid. I am brave. My mantra is that I am brave. What am I brave for? What am I brave for? What am I brave for? Only if I need a fight. My mantra is I am peace. What do I need peace for? Respite. When we hold ourselves in a space of newness and understanding, releasing the old. We lack understanding for a moment. I'm new here. What is going on? I'm new to this situation. I'm new to this understanding. I'm new to this path. I'm new to this journey. I'm new. I'm new to this situation, whatever it is. It's new. It's new. And some things are new, exciting, and we're like head first, 100%. I can give 1,000, 1,000,000. I can do it all, until something outside of you startles you about the situation suddenly. And then your internal changes, and your light changes, and your focus changes, and now we're distracted and we're not 100%. And so where do we go from there? Do we hit the panic button? Do we relinquish ourselves from the fear that we no longer speak to? Do we relinquish ourselves from the anxiety that we do not want to own? Do we disband ourselves from a lack of awareness to our ability? Or do we suddenly fall back into every single trap that's been laid upon us? Our incapacities that others have pointed out in the past, so we never got a chance to even try. Our inability to finish a sentence because other people were in such a fucking hurry you couldn't get the words out. So, you say, hey, if you stayed here this long, I appreciate you, and this message is for you. I hear it a lot. I hear it a lot, because attention span is like zero. So get the message out quick. Do it right. Don't waste anybody's time. I ain't got no fucking time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's what they said. Ain't nobody got time for that. So you do you, boo. And if it makes you mad, get over it. Let it go, because it ain't real. That didn't really happen to you. That's what you can tell yourself. A lot of people get over a lot of trauma shit, a lot of happy shit. That wasn't real. That didn't happen. Maybe half of my life isn't real and didn't happen, because I've got no recollection or memory. But I meet these others, they have all kind of recollection and memory. And some people that have met me, that have spent time with me, they have different recollection and memory of moments and times. And it's like, is my capacity full? Have I learned everything there is to learn? No. Have I learned anything new? Not yet. Not yet. That's why the little things that have stuck with me, I'm impressed. Maybe the moments that were meaningful in my own quest, were the passerbys, were somehow something I needed to ingest. Those moments were considered lessons in the path of all the other bullshit I forgot to let go of. I haven't kept anything. I've traveled through this world. I've changed my life 1,000 times. I've actually lost everything I've owned, given it away. Some things happened to it. Like I've had 5 different situations at least where I've gotten to nothing again. And in the end, I've got what I need. I've got what I came for. I've got what I want. I'm on my way. It isn't about what you have weighing you down. It's what you choose to carry with you. It's not what you have weighing you down. It's what you choose to carry with you. And so if you choose to carry all of the memories and the knowledge, and it doesn't hurt you to have these things, then carry it, But I will tell you this, you think about yourself like maybe with a computer system, about, so much memory full, got to clean your cache, debugging systems, all these things, got to keep your systems clear and healthy. Everything works in that same framework capacity. So, things that are obstructing your path, maybe they're easy to get through, maybe they're easy to roll over, maybe they aren't really total obstructions. But some things you might think are obstructions aren't obstructions, like things that happened in the past. Very few things are recorded. Very few people will actually recall anything if you don't bring it up. You stop bringing it up, it will stop coming up, because other people are so busy living their own lives, they don't got time for your bull BS. But you feel me? Mind your business. Go about your world. Be happy for you and what you are doing. And if you are not happy, change it, right? These are the words that have been repeatedly spoken to me. And so I look around and I examine my life and I interact with people, whatever, and it's fun. And I examine my life in comparison to their life, not in a way of like, but if I'm judging them, then what am I doing better? Really? And if it's so much better, am I really with the best group of people that I can possibly be with? Or should I be around people that are equal to me? I mean, big fish, little pond. A lot of people like that feeling. It's nice. It's nice. I'm big fish in a little pond. It's not for everybody. You can only have so many sharks in a fish tank, before it's full. But yeah, no, do your thing and live your life and be happy and take out the vocabulary that doesn't work for you. Like, if I am no longer trying to live in a paradigm, or I am trying to shift my timeline, I am trying to adjust my worldview, and I don't want to live and feed into an old matrices of fear and control and power and dynamicism that lacks my input and my actual inclusion and my actual considerations and what's good for me, because I'm giving to you and what you tell me is best for everybody else, but you didn't think about me. I don't want to give into all that anymore. So I'm not giving my energy into that anymore. I'm no longer feeding into those things that I no longer want to feed my energy into. And if we all drop our arms and don't put our energy out towards those things that we do not want, they will go away to that capacity, because people will try and rope you into it, cut the rope. We were taught by many of the past to say, put down your arms and do not fight and let them say what they want. They cannot harm you with their words. And then they found with weapons, yes, they can. But if our words become our weapons, then we are surely to be killed for something less than what is desirable. And you can extend that out, to any relative capacity, from, slander and legal issues to gossip and, mismanagement of your own peace, and to, violence, and actual physical harming of people, which, if that's what you want for yourself, do that for yourself, to yourself. And before you go harming other people, ask them, hey, can I harm you? Most people are going to say, no, don't harm me. And you say, okay, well, what harms you? And they'll tell you some things that harm them. And it might be limited in their, capacity of maybe the depth of what they're thinking in the moment. But if they do tell you or change how they receive you in some way to put up a, kind of a gate, if you will, then you have to know that there's been some kind of transgression. And we come back to those little tiny thoughts about, like, that hurt my feelings and I didn't see anything, but surely if you were really giving consideration to me, you would have noticed. And it's those micro transgressions that hit us that have never been addressed on a subconscious, conscious level, whatever, that continue to cause us to seep what we don't want into our manifestation process. Micro transgressions. Healthy boundaries for you. If you believe in respect, and I've had a lot of conversations with people about respect, trust, loyalty, blah, blah, blah. If you do not exhibit what you want for yourself, but demand it from others, your expectations will not be met, and you will always find that you find the opposite of what you really truly desire. Why? Because you have an expectation of outcome. It's right there in the input. So stop the input from having a clear the expectation button from the output dialogue. appreciate, appreciate, appreciate. And stop the microtransgressions against yourself and others. I mean, really, what do you truly, 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 truly want? And if you're not seeing it outside of yourself, find it inside of yourself. If you want peace and you don't find peace amongst the people that you are with, the environment that you're with, then you go inside and you find peace. And I will tell you, that is why, I want to say 900,000%, but like a lot of people are so very withdrawn and reclusive. And, you know, if you follow any kind of, you know, hermit mode mentality, or, you know, the tarot hermit reminder there, but if you follow that mentality about, you know, climbing into the mountain, finding peace and meditating and all that stuff, yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to become very, very recluse. But the reclusiveness is for introspection, so that you can come back out into the world and live in peace and harmony all together in a new understanding, in a new way. Not so you can go out and bury yourself in the desert with your head in the hole and never see anybody again. You know, like, there's a difference. So integration, integration, integration. These are the things. I hope this helps. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. Love. Y'all have a great day.